Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have an NA Friday night event. Thank you Corded from 6 Louisiana for broadcasting this event. First map here, Schoolhouse Ridge. You're seeing an overview of that map right now, followed up by Burnside's Bridge. So, two very interesting and very different maps, so it'll be exciting to see what happens. Thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get behind the scenes videos and videos before everyone else. With that being said, our teams for tonight: on the CSA side, you have Hood's Division, Mississippi Brigade, Pickett's Brigade, Hampton's Legion, Shenandoah Regulars, and the 83rd Pennsylvania. Whereas on the Union side tonight, you have the 79th New York Highlanders, the Northern Aggression, 9th Corps, 42nd Pennsylvania, and the Irish Volunteer Brigade. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy.
All right, here we are with the first Friday NA event on BLN for quite a while. This time we're going to the Schoolhouse Ridge, and then after this it will be Burnside Bridge. Tonight we've got myself as the commentator team, as well as Pratly.
I'm back. The dream team is together once again.
Oh, it's not a dream team without Eagle.
Yeah, we're missing Eagle and Bus, but other than that, we're pretty close.
Too bad he's getting an education. Anyway, we've got Schoolhouse Ridge here. Looks like
in the fog.
I know, it is very foggy for some reason.
I was looking from the CSA spawn, I couldn't even see Union.
It looks like Union's doing a pretty standard thing to kind of run away from the point. There's still a few people on here. Who is this? WS? I don't know what that stands for. But they're getting out of there.
I don't know if they're new or if they've changed from someone else. I've never heard of WS before.
Yeah, CSA's getting on over the right side. So what do you normally do as a Union guy?
Oh, you got to get over on this right side. I'm personally a fan of not going too far right, kind of using these deflades close to point. The CSA is going to run up the Union left every single time and kind of attack from there. And by going on this far side, number one, you deny them shots. They have to come out to you. Maybe they cap and you get to get some tickets back early and you stay out of the way of their artillery, which is kind of the point of it.
As a CSA guy, you'd basically want to get as close to the point as possible and be able to push the Union and kind of get in between them and the point. So if you do decide to early cap it, you're in a good position. Or if you just want to push them and shoot them to breaking.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing as well is this is a bad tickets map for Union. You do not get a lot of tickets at all, so if you're getting in any real combat without the point being capped, it's probably not going your way. So pulling back like this kind of means the CSA either has to redeploy and go round you to get onto you, or they have to go through point, which means they're probably going to end up capping it, in which case you get to charge without worrying about your tickets so much, get the point back, and then go right back to doing what you're doing.
Can see the Union artillery trying to get set up. Some people going as far away from the point as possible, getting this already set up.
Union IVB is about to go kill the CSA artillery on the right side.
Yeah,
There's only
CSA
two
probably
guys
shouldn't
in there, but
even
they're going to lose them immediately.
be manning those guns.
Oh, this gun is going to shoot them point blank. It knocked him down. I don't know if it killed anyone. I see one body. Two bodies. Three bodies.
It's not going to be enough to offset the 10 tickets they're going to lose.
Four bodies. Nope, there's a fifth. So it actually did offset his death, but not the other guy. That's a pretty good close-range arty shot. Actually, they get out of here. Look at it. They've escaped.
WS is still holding on the point as CSA is pushing them.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt the Union tickets right away. I don't know why they're holding there.
That's right. Right. Alright, you guys are good. Good.
Well, they're all going to die here, and the Union is going to lose a whole bunch of skirmish tickets right off the bat. You got the 9th Corps for Union all the way up in the CSA woods above the point. WS is actually still alive. I don't think the CSA has realized they're there with most of their line.
think they do, they just haven't supported their friendlies yet.
Yeah.
Union hasn't really fired back that much.
No, I think they're waiting for the cap to happen. 42nd is just sitting in the defilade on the other side here.
Yeah, they've made a nice line here.
That's the other
I
kind
think
of
the
pork
CSA is
gumbo.
just going to cap it immediately, and the Union is spread all over the place. IVB is as far right as you can be, which means if they do cap, they're not going to be able to get it back quickly. They're going to have to run all the way back over there, and they're with the Midwest Brigade as well.
Yeah, they're already moving back. They know CSA is going to have to cap it. Let's see who's manning the CSA artillery. Alright, got
it's
SR,
HD
50 US, 83rd PVI, and of course HD.
Seeing the Union guns now in position to start firing on the point. Let's see this first shot from Mattis and the 42nd gun.
Is he priming it yet?
He is priming it right now. Let's see, does he nail the point? I saw a flag go down immediately.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was right on the point there.
You got a few people.
Nice first shot. That's a good sign of things to come, I hope.
Oh my god, is that River?
And Mattis and his 42nd guys are crack shots on artillery. We face them every week in HTC, and they just nail us with artillery whenever they have it.
Alright, 40 seconds, starting to take some high ground.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get a full-on pincer maneuver with the 42nd coming in high, the rest of the Union coming in low.
Yeah, you can see some of this Union in the woods starting to move up. Got some HD guys starting to run away from 42nd PA. Making sure they don't get flanked.
42nd does volley at them. I only saw one body go down there. The HT guys got behind the rocks in time. Oh, several more go down.
Let's see if CSA already targets 42nd PA.
42nd is going to be on the losing end of this fight, though. They're standing in the open. They're getting shot from down the hill. They're getting shot from in front of them. I'm seeing bodies drop everywhere. Here they go. They're charging those HD guys. But I think if the CSA does what I think they will, they're just going to get wrapped up by the PB guys coming up the hill to aid the HD. 42nd does win that charge, but with no small amount of tickets off themselves.
Hold the rocks, boys. Get in cover once you hold the rocks.
Yeah, the tickets haven't really moved that much.
Union went down pretty significantly with that, though. I mean, they went down, you know, not tons, but a fifth of morale state, something like that.
IVB's starting to move up just a little bit, creeping up through the creek. Now they're moving up to the road.
Yeah, let's see if that Union arty keeps pounding point. 9th Corps is going to catch these CSA guys coming back from main spawn. This could actually be a pretty good source of tickets for them. I'm seeing 9th Corps on the hill killing Rambo CSA guys running across the field.
Whiskey, you are a handsome fella tonight. Oh my.
42nd PA still moving around. Gonna go ahead and get on the CSA's right side. Some HD guys moving to meet them.
I don't see this going well for 42nd. They're running at a larger force than themselves, and there's more guys backing them up.
Yeah, they're pretty cut off from the rest of their team.
And they're already only at like half strength. A lot of them died in that
They're
initial
way under half. They've got they got 26 guys in their company. They only have about 6 here.
Yeah, the rest of the guys are running down the hill right
Oh
now.
yeah, they're gonna need to run away.
Yeah, they cannot just be running in there. That CSA arty does hit where 42nd was a minute ago, but they're not there anymore.
Yeah, it's gotta be hard for CSA to see where the Union is from the artillery perspective. It's time to run that flag out.
Look for the smoke, I guess.
All right, two more people can pick it up.
IVB, interesting here. IVB are on the point. Midwest Brigade as the rest of the CSA have moved off. They are going to get this back and get their tickets back, I think.
Maybe. Some of the CSA starting to move back.
Yeah, they are moving back, but they're running into 2 full units there. This is probably going to be costly for the CSA getting back in, because not all of them are going. Looks like just the Hoods Division going right now. Oh, rest of the line starting to follow them. They definitely outnumber the Union there. They are still capping, though. Although, you know, almost for CSA, I would almost let them cap. Sit back just off cap, let them cap, and then as soon as they cap, hit them again and bring their tickets right back down.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that, or you can take this opportunity to just wipe the Union here.
True.
And force them back up the hill.
Yeah, 42nd PA pretty disorganized here after that set of pushes. They're spread out all over the hillside right now.
Mm-hmm.
That was a CSA arty shot, nearly nailing their own guys there. I mean, this is one of those fights that's really hard to tell for Arty who they're shooting at.
Yeah, I mean, only thing you can really do as artillery is to just shoot the far left smoke.
That one overshot. Yeah, CSA having a tough time getting zeroed in right now. And that looks like it's going to be the end of the Union presence here. There's, what, 10, 15 guys left out of that 40 or so guys they started with.
Yep. CSA's hoping to chase them down.
They're killing the last ones, the stragglers on point, certainly. The rest of them, I think, will probably make it out of there okay. Well, this is a good chance for Union Arty to bombard the point a little bit.
We've still got Mississippi Brigade down here.
The rebel flags.
They might want to move up a little bit.
Somebody bring me up to speed. What's going
I don't
on?
have great shots from over here. If they move up a little bit, they can shoot these Union guys on the rocks here. I think that's 42nd. Yep. Oh, that already shot went over. Would have nailed 42nd.
That Union Arty shot was just a tiny bit short.
Damn, I watched that happen.
Turning me on, pigs, turning me on.
Both sides closing in with their Arty, but not quite having the full effect yet, aside from that one early shot that hit.
Mm-hmm. And the Union's got 2 flags over here, so they have an opportunity to get lots of reinforcements.
I don't know about this from 42nd. They've got guys spread out to either side of the rocks, crouching in open order. They're going to lose less men that way, but they're going to lose more tickets.
Right. Well, they are on counterattack, so their tickets don't really matter that much.
Yeah, the thing with it though is, you know, that's assuming that they can take this point back from CSA. This is a notoriously hard point to recapture as Union, because even if the run back from main spawn is longer for CSA, by the time you get down from main spawn from Union, the CSA has already had like 10, 15 flag spawns.
Right. Really, I think the best course for Union, if they're really worried about taking casualties, is to just run themselves all the way down to the far right, down to the end of the berms, and then just right down the road. I think that's the best approach if you're going to try and get back into that original position.
I'm kind of loving this absolute shithousery from the 9th Corps guys up on this hillside. They're just picking off Rambo after Rambo running back from CSA main spawn.
They could probably just run up to the fence and shoot whoever's in spawn.
Yeah, probably. They're close enough that they can make it up there and back most likely. Although there's not many guys coming from spawn. Every time they do, the 9th Corps runs out and shoots them. Union hitting engage, and the thing is for Union, with this taking a while to get it recapped, the CSA are going to be lower on tickets, which means when you do recap it, you're going to be engaged as well with 38 minutes left rather than staying at battle ready. The ideal for Union on this map is to cap it back fast enough that you're still battle ready.
Yeah, I wonder if any of the Union guys here are actually on point yet.
I don't know. I doubt it from there.
I feel like they should at least try and pressure it just a little bit, just to make sure the CSA kind of clumps up a little bit more for their artillery.
CSA is pretty clumped already. This HL line is easy pickings for the artillery right now.
Yeah, well, if you're Artie, you're looking to have shots like right underneath that point marker.
I'm just trying to figure out where the majority of the Union are. There's a lot of them still running down from main spawn, but it feels like there's just no lines on the map for Union.
Yeah.
Few guys sneak onto point now. It looks like IVB's sent like a unit of 5 onto point, maybe just trying to bait the CSA out and then charge him, rather than being the ones on the receiving end of the charge. Here goes HD to try and kick him off immediately.
Yeah, so CSA's capping all the way back at that bush.
Yeah, it's a fairly long cap zone, this one. Hayes taking the few Midwest Brigade guys through the creek right now.
Nice out of line right there.
I don't know, this is an interesting game of
dude.
Schoolhouse. I would have expected to see more of a sort of assertive, coordinated push from the Union by now, and they've just kind of, I don't know, just kind of not really made a concerted effort as of yet. They've just kind of stood there.
Yeah, we got Mississippi Brigade moving through the creek, gonna hit Midwest Brigade.
Well, that Union artillery shot, both those Union artillery shots did land very close to the CSA. They knocked men down, but didn't quite kill any. Union starting to cap again. I'm imagining we'll see the HD push forwards again to kick him off of there. 42nd does have a nice position here, overlooking the fence, where if the CSA moves straight up the fence and 42nd has their shots, they could just move up and blast them in the flank. But I don't think the CSA need to move up though, because they're capping from where they are. The Union are the ones who have the onus to go do something about this.
Yeah, and I don't think we've really seen much from CSA already, right?
No, they haven't had a hit yet. And the 9th Corps guys have been wiped on that hillside now and are pulling back.
Yeah,
And they lost the flag up
42nd
there as
PA
well.
has been sitting in the same position for like 5 minutes or something.
Those Midwest Brigade guys have pulled back to the fence line again. I don't know. Is that CSA artillery counter batterying on the hillside? It is. Weird choice to counter battery on this map rather than just shoot at the clumps of infantry on point.
Yeah, really attacking the infantry is going to help you much more than shooting the artillery on almost any map, in my opinion.
But almost all of these artillery shots so far have been a good 10-15 yards long from the
I think
CSA.
the woods are clear for right now.
Union feeling seeming to be just like a little bit stumped right now as to what to do here. They're not really trying to push the CSA down to last stand. If they were doing that, they'd be aggressive, but nor are they really making an effort to recap the point, which just seems like a surefire way to have this slow drain of tickets that results in you losing in the end.
Let's see, how many cannons does the Union have active?
He had 13 artillery guys on, I think. In the front position, I see
About to have 3.
1, 2, 3. And then on the far right, 1, 2, 3, and they're rolling up a 4th and a 5th. 5 guns over here.
So, that'd be,
So that's 8 guns in total.
yeah. So hopefully
You
they
would think
got
they're in
something
position
planned.
now. You would think they get some sort of barrage and then charge the point. I mean, even if they're not getting tons of kills with it, if they can knock down all the CSA before they charge, that's going to be pretty effective for them.
Just go slow for
Oh,
That was a
did some
nice arty
damage.
shot. That did some damage for sure. Yeah, I see bodies down for sure. And it brought the CSA down to engaged. But again, I don't know that the Union want the CSA to go down on tickets, to be honest. Because it means they're going to be lower when they do recap. 42nd charging this 83rd PVI unit that's out in the open right now. They're going to get an easy wipe on them. They just got to get out of here quick enough that they don't get caught by the rest of the CSA. Ooh, these guys at the front need to stop chasing or they're going to run right into HL here.
CSA is quite clumped up. I hope we get to see some good arty shots.
I mean, 8 guns. The majority of them at this point are in position to start firing. Oh,
Hey,
yeah, that was
nice.
a good hit. And what really helps them, every time they put those flags down, even if it's only for a moment, it is slowing down the CSA rate of respawns. And I will say, this CSA line is starting to look a little bit weaker on the point. And those flags are consistently being dropped by infantry fire at this stage.
Yeah, it's looking weaker than it was before, but I think they've still got at least even numbers with the Union.
Yeah. Union has got to find a way to break the deadlock here. They're
I
starting
need
to
be in
cap
Midwest
now.
Brigade pushing up.
Yeah, they are starting to cap. 42nd, you would think, needs to get up there with them, or else they're just going to get killed on that fence again. If 42nd gets there with them and they hold down that southeast fence line, you would think that there's enough of them to win that shooting fight.
Yeah, if Mississippi Brigade comes up fence, I mean, really, they can get around this Union group.
You have, who are they? WS guys spread all over this hill just shooting from Rambo positions right now. Don't seem to have any sort of line. They've got one in this rock, one in that rock, 2 up the fence line, like, just kind of spread around shooting random people. That was a good CSA artillery shot. Dropped a whole bunch of 42nd guys. 42nd almost wiped here again, because once again, they're standing in the open getting shot by infantry and artillery.
Yeah, now they're joining their friendlies.
Yeah, but only 5 or 6 of them got out of there from their whole line. Let's see, there is a huge clump of HD guys here. If the Union Arty nails that, that is going to do really good damage. And drop all 3 flags.
Union is getting their majority on point.
Yeah, but the CSA still have this unit behind in the creek that could push forwards onto the fence line, and they have a whole nother group coming from Maine right now who are going to get there before they cap. Here they go, the guys from the creek are starting to move up now. That's CSA Arty shot, nearly team killing again. Yep, those guys from the creek move up and immediately they're recapping it again. I mean, it's a cool kind of line battle style fight right now, but you gotta think as the Union side, you've been trying this for a while. You gotta mix it up a little bit because it's just not working right now. And that group on point is starting to get
Three flags for
outflanked.
the Union.
Yeah, well, the IX Corps guys actually had a flag up on the hill that they lost, so
Did
it's
you
dead
say IX Corps?
now. Yeah. But no one's respawned with that flag, so it's not back with the line. They only have 3 flags in play right now. And I think this is going to be it for the Union group on point right now. They are badly outnumbered at this point.
Yeah.
And being shot from 2 angles, and they just keep funneling more guys in. They like this is not going to work for them. They have 1 minute and 30 seconds left. They gotta, I don't know, they gotta do something here. Well, I guess with 1 minute and 30 seconds left, what do you do other than charge the point?
Yeah, basically.
It's going to be a very short-lived game of Schoolhouse.
They don't have much. They don't really have any time left to regroup themselves.
No, they got to be going bayonets and go, and we know how dangerous that is on Schoolhouse. You're just going to get shot to smithereens as you run in.
Yep.
those Union guns are still aiming again. I haven't seen another one fire at this group since that shot we saw earlier hit.
That one way over the CSA artillery. That is not what's needed right now.
Well, I think this is going to be an extremely fast win on Schoolhouse.
Uh-huh. I mean, CSA might as well just countercharge.
And this is why I was confused at the start of the game with how slow Union was taking the counterattack, because you run out of time so quickly on this map. You get wiped once and you have a 2.5 minute reset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty easy for the CSA to kind of get around you. So taking this road and holding it is very important if you're Union, or at least keeping the point capped, or not capped in a way. Making sure that as a defenders you hold it. Oh, okay. We're already
change the map before they even see the report.
That's great. All right. Well, Pratly, your thoughts?
I just don't really understand what the Union's game plan was there. I mean, I saw the initial plan of pulling off to the right and letting CSA have the point, but other than that, it just seemed like they never actually tried to coordinate and push the point. They just kind of ended up on point at one stage and decided they'd just sit there for the rest of the game rather than making any offensive moves. So, you know, I think it was well played by the CSA, but I thought their job was made very easy by the Union there.
Yeah, I think artillery didn't have much of an effect that round. We saw 8 guns moved up by the Union. We saw very few shots actually, like very few of those cannons actually fired from what we saw. And very
the
few
thing
of
is,
them actually
it relies on having that many guns, relies on getting them all set up, and they didn't even have time to get them all set up.
Right.
I mean, it takes 15 minutes to set up artillery on Union.
Yeah, it seemed like the Union had planned for the CSA to cap the point, but then they didn't plan past that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next is Burnside Bridge, so Union gets the chance to attack. So we'll see how they do. All right, second round, Burnside Bridge. CSA is already booking it out of their main spawn. I guess we can probably guess that Union artillery is trying to get their best to get these cannons loaded. Isn't that right, Pratly?
Oh yeah, I mean, the CSA infantry right now look to be giving a big old middle fucking finger to the Union and just standing right in front of the bridge and saying, come get us, which is prime spots for artillery to hit. If the RT can't hit them here, I don't know where they can hit them. I mean, they even have a backdrop behind them, so any shots that they overshoot on will stick in the hill and hit them anyway. Or they'll bounce up.
Hold on, we got one shot coming out. Let's see it. Okay, never mind, I guess.
They're right there, you gotta shoot. Maybe they're waiting to bombard before the Union cross.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean, it's not like the Union's gonna be crossing anytime soon.
This is something that I always want to see CSA do, is actually hold the bridge instead of letting... I mean, they never let the Union cross, but oftentimes they just kind of take shots and then pull back up the hill and Union get across. Oh, nice hit! Wow! That line is gone. There were 20 guys there. There's no one left.
Let's see, who was that got hit? That was HD.
They have 3 guys left from that line. That was a big line.
Fuck.
That's what I've been waiting for the last 3 months. Hood going straight across with the 42nd. Let's see if the CSA stick to their idea of holding strong.
He's just pretending to go.
You gotta go as Union before the cannons get in place for sure. Once the cannons are in place, you're gonna have a bad time getting across that bridge. It doesn't matter who you have as an artillery crew, the cannons are gonna hit the bridge.
Doesn't seem they're putting any cannons there. Well, okay, never mind. CSA is moving 1. And really, it's not really like one CSA gun pointing at the bridge isn't gonna do that much, honestly.
They seem to be stopping here, actually. Maybe they're just trying to get it pointed at point? I don't know. I mean, the gun can be pretty effective on this now, even one gun, because if you think about it, when the Union cross in a big blob, what's going to happen if a shot hits in the right place is half of them are going to get knocked down while the CSA is shooting.
Maybe. Maybe not. It seems like a lot of times people use canister, which isn't going to go through that many people. It's going to
Yeah,
spread
and
more than
canister
you-
really doesn't work from the 12-pounder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you're using the 3 or 10, it's still not.
I think,
gonna
yeah, you got to
do
hit it with an
great.
explosive shot.
Yeah.
And again, I'm seeing WS do some interesting stuff, crouching in an open field, shooting across the river.
Yep.
It's probably slightly more historically accurate, giving covering fire as units prepare to cross the
maybe
bridge.
their names are the Washington Skirmishers. I don't know.
It's got to be something skirmishes, surely.
Yeah.
Looks like they're getting ready to cross here. I'm seeing movement off the wall onto the bridge.
There
Here we
you
go.
IOB's moving it up.
Oh, I hate to see. Oh, good bombardment right before it, but unfortunately, no one was standing in that spot. They needed to spread it out to the left and right a little more.
Yeah, they needed to wait for CSA to move up at least.
They did get a few hits on the tail ends of both lines. It might have been enough to let the Union get across. Because HD is still getting back in position. HD only just got back here. A lot of Union do make it across, and they split up. That's very interesting. 40-second go left, rest of the Union go right. I guess they're forcing the CSA to make a decision, but I would say the decision for the CSA is bunch up, kill one group, and then go back for the other one.
We'll have to see how the CSA reacts.
If they don't react, more guys left. The Union is going to do the classic move of running all the way up the hill and getting in that orchard where they've got the stone wall.
Yep.
Because I don't think they've got enough guys to stop the Union doing that right now. And look, I mean, the Union's barely shot yet. Look how low the CSA tickets are from those artillery hits.
Yeah.
This might actually be the most effective artillery at the start of the game I've ever seen. Now, will we see Union be a little more proactive than they were in the last game? What I hate to see on this map is them sitting down on this bank, just shooting it out with the CSA, because that is a losing position for them.
Sometimes. It depends.
I mean, they have to move out at some point, because the thing is, what end up happening as well is the CSA will bunch up and charge them on the riverbank, and they'll lose their foothold, and then we have 5 minutes of resetting. I mean, they've put themselves in a good position with those early hits on the CSA tickets, though.
I don't like the CSA being this far back in these fields.
No, the Union are continuing to bombard right up the center. Unfortunately, the CSA has moved now, or else those would be crushing shots. I do wish we had have seen that CSA actually hold the bridge like I hoped they would do at the start, but it looks like they've gone back into the more normal style of play of sitting at the top of the hill while the Union sits at the bottom and sees whether they're going to charge or not.
A 40-second PA is going to be moving toward the right side.
Interesting. And I don't know if that CSA group is reacting. I don't think they are.
A few of them are.
HL is mostly staying over here. I think they are. I think these skirmishes in front of them, the WS, are making them think that these Union are still there. Oh, now they're starting to move some guys.
40 seconds going straight up.
Yeah, will the rest of the team make a move as well? If the 40-second goes alone, we're going to see a lot of what we saw in the last game of the 40-second being a little bit isolated from the rest of the team and getting wiped. They do get in close and put in a volley, but they are all on their own there, and they're going to have CSA running into their backs right now if they don't get support.
They need IVB and Midwest Brigade to come up and help them.
Yeah, I don't know if they've communicated it well enough in Steam chat, because the IVB and Midwest Brigade are still just standing there.
Yeah, there's still
And
a lot of
the
CSA on
42nd
this
now are running
side.
straight into this group on the fence. They're trying to make a run for the orchard, but they are all alone, and they are going to get wiped there for sure. I don't know, it's the right idea, but the wrong execution. They needed allies to do that with them.
Well, at least
Now
their
the
allies
Union-
are starting to come up now.
It's too late, though. I think the 40-second's going to be gone by the time they get there.
Maybe.
And the CSA may well have restabilized their position. No, maybe not. CSA a little slow to react here with those groups coming from the right, and I think the Union is going to get up here as the CSA arrives on the fence line. They are, look at this, they're about to just run into each other here. This is going to be pretty brutal on the fence. I think the Union's losing that pretty badly on the corner of the fence. But 42nd has done what they wanted to. They've got the orchard. Maybe Union has it actually.
They're definitely winning the tickets.
They're pulling back. And they're going to leave 42nd all on their own. And as much as that's a good position for 42nd, if the CSA crunch into them with 2 units, the 42nd are gone. There's only 8 of them left already.
Come on.
Yeah, 42nd's going to get wiped here.
And the flag lost with it, unless Buford can get it out of here now. I don't know, I guess on the one hand for Union, you would say, well, we've got a really good ticket position and we still have our foothold on this side of the river. But on the other hand, they nearly had an even better position and they just kind of let it slip through poor coordination there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we should also, it's worth mentioning here as well, typically Friday is an NCO night. Normally people have junior officers leading, so we can't be too harsh on them. For a lot of these guys, it's their first time in a Steam chat and that kind of thing, so it's not surprising to see pieces of poor coordination.
Yes. I'll scroll through these guys. Get themselves a little bit of recognition. It's actually a lot of officers, it looks like.
Well, for the... looks like 51st B has a sergeant, 2nd Maryland A has a corporal leading. 2nd Maryland B, I'm not sure who's leading it because they're all red names. HD are being led by Hood. The other side, Sergeant Major. A Major obviously should be leading it, a Corporal and a Captain. So, I don't know, it's a range. There's definitely a few NCOs in there, and obviously that's not including the small units as well. That's just the officers for each unit.
CSA is making sure that they're going to hold this stone wall. They don't want to give it away.
Yeah.
Put just about everyone there.
It's not the worst idea ever because it does save them some tickets as well. They're not going to take any hits there. The Union probably sooner or later goes in early caps. The issue is it gives Union free reign to cross the bridge and secure defensive positions around the point. And actually, I think this can be kind of hard as a point for the CSA to knock the Union off of if they fully cede it. You can get really dug in as the Union. You got that great defilade behind the rocks on point that kind of gives you some shelter, even if the CSA gets up on the fence lines.
Yeah.
Okay, CSA starting to move some guys off to the right. Looks like HD's skirmishers moving around far right, maybe trying to get a different angle of attack on the Union guys. And hunting down some of these WS guys who are still out in the open.
Looks like 42nd PA is going to move to their left.
Now, is this an intentional cap from 79th New York? Nope, they're retreating back off of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't cap. I think if I was Union, I'd try and send 42nd around the left side.
Yeah, meet that HD unit. They should be able to wipe them easily. They have far more guys.
Yeah, they can surround the CSA that's on the stone wall.
They're there. They do now. 42nd's about to run ramshot into them. Oh, that's bad news for HD for sure. This should be enough to take them pretty close to taking losses, I would think. Most of these guys are going to be skirmishing. Yeah, you can see those tickets drop dramatically as they kill them as they run.
Those look like only uniforms.
It's two CSA guns right here that 42nd PA is about to look at.
Those are great guys.
They're pre-aimed at point, and it's like the Union's not going to go early cap when they're winning this badly on tickets.
Yeah. They're not going to stand right there.
No, I mean it's a good firing position for specifically when and only when the Union is actually capturing point. But I would imagine they're going to shoot canister from this range, and I just don't think it kills that many guys.
Right, and Union's going to be in the defilade on cap point. because they
And
are
actually,
capping down there.
if I was the 42nd here, you know, as the Union, you can actually get all the way around onto the road by the CSA spawn. You know, if I was them, I'd be running up behind those RD guys and just killing them out of there because they've got almost no infantry protection.
Yeah, you go that way, you can get behind the stone wall and get great shots into the CSA.
Oh, 100%. Or even, you know, in the past, back before people cotton onto this, you know, we used to sit on the snake fence here on the edge of CSA spawn. We'd wipe a group and then sit on the snake fence, wait for him to come out of spawn and kill him again.
Yeah.
Things kind of slow down a little bit now, but Union must be pretty happy with this position. They're a full morale stage up. They've got the CSA backed into a corner. Every time the CSA comes out, the Union are able to kind of smack them again. So this is a good position for the Union right now, for sure. The RD for Union's been made a little bit redundant now as well. They've not really got anything to shoot.
Yeah, unless they've just memorized that stone wall and where it's going to be.
They are trying to shoot. I'm actually seeing shots almost hitting the far side of the snake fence. They're landing just short of the far snake fence. You know what would be a really interesting move from CSA, I'm just thinking? I would love to see them roll a cannon up onto the straight fence overlooking the wall in the orchard. And then just wait for Union to try and take it, and then the second they do, just hose it down with cannon fire. Because, I mean, that's a very short move for the artillery.
Yeah, I've definitely done that.
I mean, that would be fantastic, because the Union loves that position. More than a full morale stage for the Union now. The CSA has got to figure out a way to stop losing all these skirmishing tickets, because I think this is what's costing them right now. It's just an attritional battle right now, and the Union's playing this the right way. They can afford to take their time. It's 30 minutes. They've got to get through one more morale stage to get the CSA to breaking. Once the CSA's in breaking, they'll have to play the point, and that puts them in a position where the Union can kill them.
Yeah, 42nd PA starting to move up on the CSA.
Yeah, let's see how far around they go. They are high enough that they should be spotted by the CSA. Look at this. There's a CSA group right in front of them on the fence. It's the same HD group again. I don't know if they know that they can be charged there. I don't know if Hood knows that either, necessarily. They're just shooting right now. I would be charging these guys here. You got an easy wipe on 3 to 5 guys in here. That's more skirmish tickets. But then again, I am a humble 9th New York leader, and I love my charges.
CSA is sending some help over there. The rest of HD is coming to help them.
I don't know if this is a good move. To be honest, I don't know that they outnumber the 42nd with all of HD. And even if they do kill HD, it's going to be pretty costly for them, I think. Well, sorry, kill 42nd with the HD guys. Now 42nd is charging, but it's too late. They've got reinforcements coming in on their flank. They might get wiped here, honestly. Now that they're kind of in the charge, and they've got guys that they haven't seen coming on their right flank here.
Hey, left or right?
I've noticed them now.
Yeah, now we're going to get a shooting match along the fence lines, I think. Nope, the 42nd pull back now. Good move from them. Pick up some more tickets, get some out of lines, and then run away.
Back to the LT's rock.
Nice hit and run tactics here. That Union artillery gun is hitting right next to the CSA artillery piece on the far side of the snake fence. The thing I like that Union's doing here is IVB is standing right next to point, ready to cap at a moment's notice.
Sorry, I watched.
There's a guy.
Who's this guy on the bridge? Oh, it's just a random IVB guy coming in late. The CSA is pretty spread out here.
Yeah, if the Union clumps their forces up and makes a real push, I think they'll get this HD unit for sure.
Yeah, I think they could take out the stone wall right here. Maybe.
The stone wall's a tough charge. I think that would be tough. There's a lot of guys still there.
That's true.
I mean, that's probably 50 guys. That's a tough attack.
Yeah. I mean, if they send half of their group around the left side and kind of push these arty guys out, I think that'd work well for them.
.42nd, I think, is actually losing this ranged fight against the HD right now. But it doesn't really matter because they're getting enough tickets that they're just bleeding the CSA slowly but surely.
No, he was only. Oh, I heard that.
Fuck.
I don't know, maybe they're not losing it. It's pretty tight between them.
Tag aim.
Union charging the stone wall. They're charging. Not nearly enough of them though. They are getting brutalized there.
Yes.
A group of them do make it onto the flank. It looks like the 9th Corps got on the flank of them, but the guys who went straight up the middle got absolutely slaughtered. It doesn't matter though. I mean, look at the CSA tickets. Even a few kills. The CSA does not have a lot of tickets on this match. If they just stay in that melee, they honestly may take it to breaking, and IBB still has... Oh, they don't have guys in position to cap anymore. So this could cost them if they lose that whole foothold. I'm not sure that the Union guys realize how many CSA are still here. I just heard him saying, let's clear that wall off, and there's like 5 of them left against like 25 CSA guys.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay.
Union, I think, is going to lose all of those flags here. They might get one out.
Zoo, zoo.
Oh, my retired captain of A Company, Drakars, nearly gets it out, but gets shot at the last minute with the flag. Well, it could be costly for the Union. I mean, obviously they've got the CSA very close to breaking. They're in a really good position, but the thing is here, they have lost that foothold and they've lost 3 of their flags. If the CSA is able to push the bulk of their force up to defend the bridge again, they may be able to slow this down a little bit.
Yeah, I think 42nd PA could probably push point.
The 42nd is going to be the sticking point here, because the 42nd, even if CSA do push up to the bridge, they're going to be leaving their rear undefended to the 42nd. And CSA is moving up towards the bridge a little bit, but they're not fully going for it yet. The IVB did manage to get one of the flags out of there, it looks like, in the end.
Like a bunch of geologists.
42nd's posting up on the rocks here. I guess they're
It looks
waiting for
like
the CSA to come to them.
Yeah, CSA is just going to hold point. Look at this. They're just standing in the corner of the snake fence. I think this is a mistake. I think they could use this opportunity to stop the Union getting back over the bridge and try and play for time a little bit here. Whereas as it is, the Union's just going to cross the bridge again and have 23 minutes to attack them down like a 10th of a morale stage to get them to breaking.
Yeah, this is a deceptively good position for the CSA, as in it's not a good position for the CSA. Because now you could just cross the bridge.
It's only good if the Union is in a time crunch and is having to charge point.
Yeah, but even then, Union's just going to charge the defilade. They don't have to go up to the fence.
Yeah, but what's difficult about it is the CSA can just stand there and slowly pick guys off whenever they peek and kind of control the field a little bit.
Yes, but it's just a more rare position for the CSA to be in. It's better for them to keep the Union on the other side of the creek.
What I'm loving here is this skirmishing fight all the way by CSA spawn between the WS guys on the snake fence and 2 83rd guys in the woods.
Mm-hmm. 42nd's moving around the CSA right side again.
Yeah, this is the other thing about the CSA holding that position. If 42nd gets round their flank and in behind them as the rest of the Union comes in, the CSA are going to be in real trouble.
Let's see if they
are
turn these
going in.
cannons.
It looks like they're going to kill the cannon crew for sure. Let's see how this volley does.
Get on this fence. Get on the other side. Come on. Get
2 kills.
Put the limbers in the
There's a
way.
whole line coming our way. Stay
Yeah,
as
Tom
fucking
Gray
safe as you
thanking
can
his
and put
lucky
'em
stars
down.
that he was behind that limber when those
Keep
shots
putting
hit.
them down as
He can
quick
move
as
it.
you
He's
fucking
an arty
can.
officer.
Crouch down
Oh,
for
damn.
reloads.
Let me move this cart out of the way. Let me move
Yeah.
this cart out of the way.
No,
so
do
you
not
can
do
see.
that. Do not
No,
do that.
wrong way.
Hurry up. Keep fucking
I gotta
killing
move it
them,
out of your way.
boys.
There you
Protect
go.
42nd going
the
straight to point. Will the rest of the
You
Union
should be
come with
clear
them?
to
Oh,
see.
no,
That's
what we
they're
do.
just shooting
The
at
Kill.
us.
limber's still in the way.
Fucking kill.
Okay. That should be enough space.
I don't understand what the CSA are doing with these guns. They finally got one on the point, but it's way too late. The Union's on it already.
I don't see no.
What are you
more
gonna
of
do
them.
with it
Oh,
from there?
Southwest on the fence. Southwest on the fence.
Oh geez, the CSA try and move down the hill now to sweep the Union, and the Union's already gone uphill to try and get to the point.
There's still some CSA guys swinging behind the Union here.
I would imagine this initial Union group will get wiped, but do some damage to the CSA, and then the 42nd will come in and clean it up, is what I would expect to see here. And WS now doing the move I talked about earlier. They're standing on that snake fence and looking at the CSA spawn, shooting Rambos. And the CSA artillery gun is shooting into them towards their own spawn.
Wow.
Junior officer knights are wild. 42nd still standing off on their own on the far left.
They're moving up now.
They're slowly coming up there. I think the Union group is done for already. Yeah, they're wiped.
And 42nd's doing a good thing. They keep making the CSA feel like they just wiped the Union, but then 42nd comes back in and just shoots them again.
Yeah, the CSA, at this point, the CSA's best move here is to
charge
move out and wipe the 42nd.
Yeah, clear them out and then hold the bridge.
But right now, they seem so worried about their tickets. It's like, you're halfway through breaking already. If you just sit here, you know you're going to go last stand. There's no doubt about it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
But I do understand this is a difficult spot to be in for the CSA, because charging is going to put your tickets even lower, and then you have to deal with 19 minutes at last stand with no sign of the Union going final push anytime soon.
Right.
I mean, they've got to push the Union through 2 full morale stages to get them to final push, so they are going to have to fight for 19 minutes basically no matter what. And I'm sorry, the CSA on this map with Union already on the other side of the bridge do not survive for 19 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Not for half a morale stage like they need to.
Yeah. So the CSA, they're just on the fences right now. They're not going to be doing anything. Honestly.
Yeah. You know, and the 42nd has pulled all the way down to the riverbank. This is your chance to get down there again. Maybe they're just scared of those arty hits they took at the start of the game again. I mean, those were crushing. They lost half a morale stage immediately, so if they took those hits, they would go down to last stand immediately, which would be pretty rough for them.
Mm-hmm. So now we can just see a lot of Union able to come across.
Yeah, the whole Union team doesn't even stop. They just run straight across and they're fine.
Yeah, they've got nothing to worry about.
And they're now actually regrouping with 42nd at long last, and the whole team's going to be together for the first time in 30 minutes.
No more of the Union is spawning at the main spawn, so they're just spawning on flag now. They're gonna get all their flags across very soon.
Yeah, their flags were available again. They've got them spawned back in. They'll be able to spawn up there. And if you're Union at this point, you just slow play it. You shoot from a distance. You don't take any risks with your tickets, and you try and make it as decisive a win as possible on tickets. In my book.
I mean, really, you can risk anything with your tickets at this point.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about it from a risk factor. You could just charge with bats at this point and win it. But I'm talking from a pride perspective. If you can win while still being in taking losses here, that would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you can, what I would love to do, if I was Union in this position, my aim would be to put them to last stand and kill every man on the field rather than actually capturing the point. Just flex on them a little bit,
Yeah.
.40 starting this long flanking move around again. These 2 single 83rd guys still standing in the woods on their own, doing scout skirmishing, I guess. Do they get seen by the 42nd? They're right below
I
them.
ain't close enough.
I don't think they'll get seen.
On the line, boys.
No, I don't think so
But
either.
it's not really gonna matter anyway.
Get that flag up, boys. Get that flag up.
I'm assuming they're shooting HD here.
They are, yeah. They get one of them, two of them.
Well, they got many of them.
Oh, I only saw 2 guys go down. I might have been a little late to that one.
Mm.
And they're chasing him out of there. Hood is going to go in with his pistol.
Yeah, we've got IVB.
Oh, what a
They're-
shot with the pistol. Did you see that?
I did not.
2 shots. He's wiping him from like 20 yards away with the pistol.
IVB is already on cap.
Hood gets a third. He just killed 3 of the 4 of them from like a good 20-25 yards away with the pistol. And CSA is on the brink of last stand here just from those pistol shots, basically. And here they go. They're charging into the rear at last. This is the move we've been waiting for all game. Let's see if this HD cannon fires in time. I don't know if they're loaded. He's priming. It's too late. Oh, he got some of them. There they go. Last stand. And the IVB is the anvil now. The 42nd is the hammer, and this is just going to be a bloodbath of the remaining CSA. The CSA may successfully wipe the Union, but they're going to be left with like 10 guys at the end of that.
I don't think they're going to wipe the Union. CSA is just going to turtle up at this point at the position they're already at. They're on last stand. They're not going to want to.
Leave the point alone, Union. Leave the point alone, Union. Go kill the rest of them.
A bit of a last hurrah here from 83rd PBI, PB, some HD guys. Trying to take out 42nd.
They do have that one last wave of last stand respawns coming in as well.
42nd
probably ends up dying here if those respawns get into them. Maybe not, actually. There's still quite a lot of them. CSA already shooting down the fence right through the 42nd line.
And some Hampton Legion coming into IVB over here. On the point.
I think they managed to kick the IVB off the point, to be honest, but they're going to be left with so few guys.
It is a pretty stretched out charge from to Hampton Legion. I don't think they're going to do it.
They need those guys from the fence line to get up and over and help them, the MB guys, but none of them are coming. Only like 5 of them made it into that charge. They'll slow it down a little bit, but they need the rest of the guys to get up and over with them.
Yep.
Yeah, too late. Too little, too late. Now the MB guys are going up and over.
Alright, well this one is over. Pratly.
Ah, Union goes breaking at the last second.
Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different games there. The second game, I thought Union played pretty well. I think there was one maybe slight hiccup with that initial attempt to take the wall, but after that, they did what they needed to. They sat at range, they shot down the CSA, knowing that they didn't have good tickets, and the CSA just never really seemed to regroup after losing the bridge at first. So I don't, and again, the admin stops it before they get full screen. So yeah, I thought it was an interesting set of games. I think one side played very well in map 1. I think the other side played very well in map 2.
Yeah, I'd say for Burnside Bridge, and I say this a lot, is that for CSA, it's a game of keeping the Union on the other side of the bridge, because once they get across it, they can start doing a lot of damage, because the Union gets a lot of tickets because they have to cross that bridge, but a lot of times it's relatively easy for them, especially this time. Union was able to get across pretty easily. CSA didn't really contest that very much. Maybe they got scared of the Union already at the beginning. Otherwise, it was all right for CSA. Union just played it pretty straightforward, I guess. Anything else, Pratly?
Oh, that's it from me.
All right. Well, that's the first Friday event in a while. Both attacking teams won. Go figure. We'll see what gets posted next, I guess. All right. Bye bye.